deal with China. We're talking to China. We're not ready to make a deal, but we'll see what happens. But, we've been hurt by China for 25, 30 years. Nobody's done anything about it. And we have no choice but to do what we're doing. It's working out very well, as you know. We called them on manipulation, and they brought their numbers back. And they brought them back rapidly, and they were able to do that because they manipulate. But that's all. It's called monetary manipulation. Not good. But what happened and what's happening with China now, we have an open dialogue. We'll see whether or not we keep our meeting in September. If we do, that's fine. If we don't, that's fine. But it's time that somebody does what we're doing. And I said the American taxpayer is not paying for it. We had a big day in the stock market yesterday, but the American taxpayer is not paying for it. What China is doing is by depressing their currency and by pouring tremendous amounts of money into their system, they're paying for it. The prices have not gone up. So in fact, in some cases, they've gone down because the devaluation plus the money supply, the amount of money that they pour in, which is a form of manipulation, has more than compensated for an increase in price. So as I said, and everybody questioned it, in the case of China, the tariffs have been amazing. We're taking in billions and billions of dollars. Now, China's had their worst year in 35 years now. It was in 26 years, but now it's in 35 years. I want them to do well, but as of this moment, they're having the worst year that they've had in many, many years, in decades. And really, we're just bringing the system back into order. We have all the cards. We're doing well. Our country is doing fantastically well. You look at Europe, they've got problems. In fact, the biggest problem we have is the fact that a lot of other continents, frankly, but a lot of other countries are not doing well. But we're doing great, and we continue to do great. Our companies are poised. They have a lot of cash. Our system is beautiful.
Will you call Congress back into session? Are you thinking of canceling the trade talks next month with China?
So China wants to settle this deal. They've had the worst year that they've had in many, many decades. And it's getting only worse. Thousands of companies are leaving China. They would like to make a deal. I'm not ready to make a deal.
But are you willing to cancel the talks next month?
Maybe. We'll see what happens. Right now, the talks are scheduled in September. Whether or not we're talking about China, whether or not they're canceled, we'll see.
Can you take a position at odds with the NLA?
Well, I hope that South Korea and I hope that Japan start getting along with each other. They're supposed to be allies. And it puts us in a very difficult position. South Korea and Japan are fighting all the time. They've got to get along because it puts us in a very bad position. With that being said, I got a very beautiful letter from Kim Jong-un yesterday. It was delivered. It was hand-delivered from, and it was a very positive letter.
What did he say?
I'd love to give it to you. I really would. We have.
Kim Jong-un mentioned about next meeting, next summit talk.
I think we'll have another meeting. He really wrote a beautiful 3-page, right from top to bottom, a really beautiful letter. And maybe I'll release the results of the letter, but it was a very positive. We're not going to do business with Huawei. We're not doing business with them. And I really made the decision. It's much simpler not to do any business with Huawei, so we're not doing business with Huawei. That doesn't mean we won't agree to something if and when we make a trade deal, but we're not going to be doing business with Huawei. I think that the Republicans are going to be great and lead the charge along with the Democrats.
Japan, South Korea, are you concerned between?
Yeah, I'm concerned that they're not getting along with each other. They have to get along with each other. If they don't get along, what are we doing? They have to get along with each other. It's very important. South Korea and Japan have to sit down and get along with each other. Otherwise, what are we all doing?
We want to about gun control, Mr. President.
So I thought the letter, I just got it yesterday. It was hand delivered and it wasn't touched by anybody. They literally take it from North Korea to my office. We have a system. It's the old-fashioned system. You don't have to worry about leaks. Something nice about that system. No, he wasn't. He wasn't happy with the test, the war games. The war games on the other side with the United States. And as you know, I've never liked it either. I've never liked it. I've never been a fan. You know why? I don't like paying for it. We should be reimbursed for it. And I've told that to South Korea, but I don't like it either. But I said, do this because this was a big test. This was a turnover of various areas to South Korea. I like that because that's what should happen.